Hello everyone, I am Matthew Thomas, the spirit of Super Cool Radio, and if you're looking for a great podcast that features the best independent and up-and-coming bands and artists, then check out my podcast, Super Cool Radio. Each week I deliver fun interviews, and every Friday I spin some killer music. You might not know some of these bands that I feature, but I guarantee you will love them. Check out Super Cool Radio on YouTube, Rumble, Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, or the streaming platform of your choice. Tune in and rock out!
Super Cool Radio!
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Cognitive Discourse. I hope you guys liked that promo that we played there in the beginning of Super Cool Radio. So shout out to my boy Matthew Thomas, who is the host and overall creator that is Super Cool Radio. And again, if you're out there and you're somebody who loves music and loves checking out new bands, definitely go over there and check it out. Not only does he do interviews with bands, but he also does like an hour of DJ mayhem of spinning awesome music from all these bands. And I've discovered some really cool bands listening to his show. I actually tend to pop them on when I'm taking a shower and just jam out while I'm all wet and soapy. So yeah, man, huge shout out to Super Cool Radio and Matthew. Go over there and show them some love. I'm really enjoying these promos. I hope you guys are enjoying them too. We, as a collective community, have band together and decided to do promos on each other's shows, and I love the community drivenness behind it. I guess that's the best way to put it. But I'm loving the camaraderie between shows, and we're all kind of ancestral, if you will, as far as being on each other's shows. I know that's a really odd term to use, but we bounce between each other's shows, we promote each other's shows, and I love the community. So if you're one of those podcasters that is part of this community and you're listening, with all my heart, I thank you for listening to my dumb ideas and being a part of whatever this is that we're building. I love all you guys. I enjoy talking to all of you guys and being a part of something great. Also, Matthew from Super Cool Radio did an interview with Nolan from Every Podcast I Love Is Dead. So shout out to Every Podcast I Love Is Dead. Go check out that interview. That's actually how I found out about Matthew. And then I reached out to him, and he played Among War on one of his latest episodes, his music episodes. And I think I'll be doing an interview with him coming up in the beginning of 2022. He's a busy man, so it's not confirmed yet. We haven't had a date set, but when that date is set, I'll let everybody know here at the TCD. And you guys will be able to know when that happens, so you can go over to Super Cool Radio and check out my beautifulness on his show. But go check it out beforehand. Like, seriously, this dude is booked until the end of the year anyway with a bunch of awesome guests. So go check him out. Go give him some love. If you're in a band and you're listening to this, even though I ask for you guys to send me music all the time and y'all don't, but if you're in a band, definitely go send it to him and try to get on his episodes. Like I said, he does about an hour of just spinning awesome music from all genres. Genres don't matter. He'll play it if he likes it, and he picks some really cool bands to spin. And the cool thing too is that he's not just a DJ, man. He goes out and he actually goes to a lot of shows, and he goes and sees these bands live which is, I think, sometimes is how he gets the interviews and stuff like that too. But anyway, yeah, Super Cool Radio, great show. Every Podcast I Love Is Dead, great show. Go check those out. Also, if you haven't checked out Basic Ass Dudes yet, make your way over to YouTube and type in Basic Ass Dudes. Start watching some of those episodes. We're already on episode 4, I believe. I'm going to be releasing 5 soon. And yeah, man, like, we have a lot of fun over there. If you're into pop culture, movies, music, video games, whatever, nerd culture in general, go over there, check it out. I know in October we're going to be doing some Halloween stuff. So yeah, go check it out. Halloween is a holiday that this month is our month. As far as like my family's in, we love Halloween. And if you're religious, it's not on that spectrum of things. It's so I don't want to offend anybody, but it has nothing to do with religion or anything like that. We're not Satanists or anything like that. If anything, we just like Halloween decor. We're into horror movies. We like scary stuff. I mean, shit, my 5-year-old is obsessed with Chucky. Yeah, she loves Chucky. She's actually watched, I think, the first two Child Plays. And we tried to recently watch the new one from 2019, I believe, which I'll be doing a review on that. If I don't quite, I think that review will probably come out before this comes out. So if you go check out Basic Ass Dudes, it might already be out over there. But yeah, that movie, man. Yeah. Anyway, it was, my daughter didn't want to get through that one. That one was pretty gory for her. But also, I think the doll itself just kind of creeped her out. She's used to the original look of Chucky. But my family, like I said, we're all Halloween guys and girls over here. Which is funny because my daughter, we went to the spirit store. We went into one a couple weeks ago, and this is the first time I've ever seen her scared. Like, there was some of the props that were there were kind of scaring her. But yeah, man, we're the family that goes. We wait for spirit stores and Michael's and Hobby Lobby and Target and Walmart, H-E-B. We wait for all the stores to start putting out the Halloween stuff, and we go. That's when we go do our home decor shopping, if you will. We tend to like, pretty much my house is designed like a college person lives there. We don't have the typical home look. When you walk into our house, it's right now, we live in a 1-bedroom, so right now it's pretty cluttered, just because we had to downsize from a 3-bedroom house to a 3-bedroom apartment to a 1-bedroom apartment. So it's a little cluttered. Slowly but surely, we're getting rid of a lot of stuff, taking a lot of stuff to Goodwill and shit like that. And of course, as the kids kind of age and get away from some of the things that they don't use anymore, we either give to other friends who are having babies, or we just donate it, which helps free up a lot of space. But yeah, man, we go. If you, like I said, if you walk into my house, I'm a collector of so much different things. So like, our bedroom, for instance, is covered in Sons of Anarchy stuff, and then we have a horror wall. I can't even talk right now, but that has a lot of like Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Pennywise. It's got a bunch of posters of stuff like that, alongside Sons of Anarchy on walls. And then my living room is basically, the living room and the dining room are all comic book related and Deadpool related. We have a lot of Marvel stuff on the wall. Actually, I think now I'm looking around, the only DC thing that I have in my house is I have a picture of Joker, which if you watch Basic Ass Dude, you'll see him. He's like kind of to the left of me when we film, but it's like a drawing of Heath Ledger as the Joker, and I think he's the only DC I have in my house. But yeah, we have a bunch of nerd stuff. And then when Halloween comes around, we tend to go and, like, if you go into our kitchen, we have a lot of Halloween decor in there. But we tend to buy stuff that's not like Halloween specific. It's almost stuff that you would see year round, if that makes sense. Like we'll buy like these like cool plaques that have just like a skeleton on it or something haunting on it. We bought this really cool like lace. I think it's meant for a table, or it might have even been for the window. Yeah, that's right. It's meant for a window, but it's like a lace thing that you put on the top. I don't know what it's called. I guess it's like a header for your window. But you put like you have your curtains and then you lay that on top of it and it comes down. But it doesn't. They're not as long as curtains. It only just covers like the top part of the window. And then I guess when the sun comes through, it beams the image on to the wall. I don't know how it works, but it's really cool. So we have that like we don't have windows really in our apartment, so it's like on our bar, so like it's just there. So we buy stuff like that. We had these really cool lacy curtains that have it's like a maroon thing that has skulls and roses and stuff like that, and we had that in the bedroom, and we would close it. Of course we had to take them down because the kids kept pulling on them. But yeah, like I said, we go and we look for Halloween decor. So Halloween is a holiday that I really like because we can go and find stuff like that. We also like to go find licensed stuff, of course. So like the wife has a Jason Voorhees hockey jersey dress type thing, which I'm sure I said that if you've been to a spirit store, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a black dress, but that looks like kind of like a hockey jersey. And it's meant to be, I guess, to be a costume, but we buy it and wear it as regular clothes. I've gotten a couple of Deadpool t-shirts. I have a t-shirt that's basically like his torso. Like when you wear it, it's supposed to look like his suit. Of course, I've gotten kind of fat, so I can't fit in it right now, but I got like a t-shirt. It's a t-shirt with that image in the front. So, you know, that's what I mean by when we go and we try to find something that's like year round. And then, of course, for the kiddos, we go and we buy and we get them their costumes. I'm not sure what the kiddo wants to be this year. She did see a female Chucky costume that she was really into. I thought the Chucky thing was going to die out. She's been into Chucky since she was about 3. She's 5 now. Last year, when we went to the spirit store, they had a giant Chucky head that was like I guess it was like a set piece that you could just put somewhere in your house as you're decorating. But she saw this Chucky mask, and it was, I don't even think it was a mask. Like I said, it was like a set piece. It was like a Chucky head. And she walked up to it, and she's like, "Oh my God, look, it's so cute." And she's like, "Daddy, Daddy." And I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Look, he's so cute." And I look over and she's holding this Chucky head. And it's like the later Chucky, like when he's all fucked up and he gets stitched back together, like in I think it was The Bride of Chucky. So he's like he has like his face is all stitched up and stuff. And she's over here talking about how he's cute and she wants to give him a kiss and all this stuff. I'm like, put him down. Like, let's go. Come on. Like my kid is, he's a psychopath. But yeah, and then like I said, this year we were walking around, and this year was the first year that she wants to be something that is not kiddie-ish, I guess you could say, because her first Halloween, I can't remember what we dressed her as. Out of the 4 Halloweens that she's been a part of, I can only remember 2 of the costumes. I remember one year we made her the little girl from Despicable Me. I can't remember her name. But we custom made her costume. So we got a picture of her and we put her hair up and we got the little red bow for it. And then we went to Once Upon a Child, and we were able to find a yellow and gray striped shirt. And we put that on her, and then we had the overalls and all that stuff. And then we bought her the little unicorn, it's all fluffy, that little girl. We made her that for Halloween. And it's funny because a lot of the that year, I remember we took her to, in San Antonio, we have a place called the Quarry Market. And they do, the stores there will do trick-or-treating. And because we live in an apartment complex, we were like, let's just take her over there and let's see. Because we were new to it. I think she was 2 at the time when we took her. So she was, that was her first legit Halloween, and so we took her, and she's carrying the unicorn, and she's all dressed up. But to a normal adult, she just looks like a kid. We're wearing overalls and a t-shirt. Like it didn't make sense. Like it just looked like we were walking a kid around that wasn't wearing a costume. But I loved it because the other little kids knew who she was, and they were calling her out like, "Hey, look, it's so and so." I can't remember the little girl's name, but they would call her out like, "That's so and so from Despicable Me." And then a lot of those parents would see and they, "Oh, that's so cute," But we had fun there. I remember taking her there that year, and we were walking around, and they had shops, like all the shops there, the stores, they hand out candy to the kids. So it's a really cool environment. They have live music and a little dance party that you can go to, and it's they always move it around. But I think the last time we went, they had it like near the Starbucks or something. But yeah, man, you can walk into the stores, and a lot of times the stores will give out free candy. And yeah, she made a killing that year. And then, but I believe that year also it rained on us, so we ended up having to cut it short. Which, shout out to that mom. I know she's not listening to this, but that mom that helped us out a few years ago, you're awesome. We didn't know that it was gonna rain, and it started raining, and our truck was kind of far away. It got super cold too. I remember that the rain was really cold, and it was like icicles hitting your skin. And this mother saw us, and she came prepared. She had 2 umbrellas, and she saw me holding my daughter and like clutching her, trying to keep her warm. And she goes, "Here, take the umbrella." And she's like, "Where's your truck?" And I was like, "It's over there." I was like, "I'm gonna go get it real quick, and then I'll bring, I'll come around, pick up the family, and we'll give you your umbrella." She goes, No, just take it. So shout out to her. We got a free umbrella that day from her. I tried it. Once we got to the truck, I tried to drive around to see if I could find her in the area that we were in, but the rain was coming down so hard, I couldn't find her. And chances are, once she told me to take it, she dipped out herself, So, but yeah. And then I know last year she was Jessie from Toy Story. And again, we bought that at the Spirit store, and it was a costume that she typically would wear just around the house, just because like she can barely fit in it now, and she tries to squeeze her big ass into it, and because now she has my mom bought her some Toy Story cowboy boots, so now she likes to wear those around the house with their Jessie costume. But yeah, Halloween is a holiday that I very much look forward to, and I'm looking forward to doing it this year. I don't know where we're going to take the kids. Last year we did take my kiddo to a friend's parents' neighborhood, because it's only like 4 streets, a very small neighborhood, but it's big enough for them because they have tiny legs and they can't walk a long time, so it's great. And then we can get in and get out within about an hour or so. So I think that's probably where we're going to take them again this year. This is going to be my son's first year of actually participating. Last year he was only a little over 1, and so he was in a stroller most of the time and didn't really get to enjoy it. So this year I'm looking forward to being able to walk both my kiddos and see what kind of candy pools they get. And the cool thing is my daughter's okay with the daddy tax. So daddy tax comes in and I get to get some candy too. No, I typically eat the candy that she doesn't want to eat, which is good because she doesn't like things like Almond Joys and stuff like that. And daddy's an old man, and I love my Almond Joys. So I think that's a top tier candy for me. But in the world of tiers of candies, Almond Joys are up there for me. But how do you feel about Halloween? What's your favorite thing? What's your favorite holiday? And if it's Halloween, what's your favorite thing about Halloween? And again, we're gonna be trying to do a Halloween themed thing on Basic Ass Dudes. So go over there, check it out. I know Nolan's also doing a Halloween based small series on Epiled, so go check out that as well. He's gonna be doing a really cool series over there. He'll be dropping a trailer soon as well. So if you follow the Cognitive Discourse on any kind of social stuff, I'll try to help promote that series on my socials. So also just keep a lookout for that. But yeah, what's your favorite holiday? Christmas is a holiday I like too. I like this time of year in general. One, because the weather is amazing. In Texas, we go from hotter to not as hot. So we have a small window between the end of October and mid-December where the weather's pretty nice before it starts getting super fucking cold. But that's one of the reasons why I like this time of year. And like I said, I like Halloween for the decor, for the free candy. I like Thanksgiving for the abundance amount of food that I'm allowed to eat. And the past two or 3 years, we've had Thanksgiving at our own place. Typically, we would go to family and eat. The last 2 times, I actually did the whole Thanksgiving dinner for the family, and it was amazing. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I've gotten really good at cooking. Not to boast or pat myself on the back, but cooking is another passion of mine. I really enjoy cooking. So much so that I've thought about doing a YouTube page, kind of sharing some of the stuff that I cook with you guys. It's up there, but I don't want to do it in this apartment. The kitchen's way too fucking small. So hopefully we can get another apartment that's bigger, that has a bigger kitchen, a little more space to move around, or I'll just wait till I can afford to get a house. But cooking is another passion of mine, something I'm really into, something I every day I'm learning something new, and new techniques, new ingredients that fit well together, ingredients that don't fit well together, and so I have a lot of fun with that. And so Thanksgiving, of course, is one of the reasons why I like Thanksgiving, is I'm able to cook for my family, and nothing feels better than watching your children and your wife and your mother and watching your family enjoy food that you made. I love that feeling. I love cooking for my family. I enjoy actually cooking for them more than I actually enjoy eating it sometimes. But with Thanksgiving, I can go all out. Last year we did turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, potato scallops. My mom made green bean casserole, and she made the yams with the brown sugar and the marshmallow. And then we did the cranberry sauce, and then I made a homemade gravy, and I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. It was amazing. It was a good feast. The only thing that I can't seem to nail down is my nana's stuffing. I know kind of how she made it, but not really. So we attempted it last year, and it was good. Don't get me wrong. It was good stuffing. It just wasn't the same. But overall, that's why I love Thanksgiving, man. I love the cooking. I love the family aspect. I've never really been big on holidays, and there's a reason for it. I've never been into the commercialization that is holidays, and maybe it's because I'm poor. I don't know. I grew up poor, but I'm more about the family aspect of things, and that's one of the things. Maybe closer to Thanksgiving, I'll do an episode where I kind of go on a rant about this. But that's one of my issues with Black Friday. Like, I hate fucking Black Friday. I can't stand Black Friday. Now, only because I worked in department stores and I worked retail, so I know what it's like to work Black Fridays. But also, just in general, I'm annoyed that people don't see the irony in Black Friday and how much that has become a thing, and to the point that, like, we go to Thanksgiving and we share with our family what we're thankful for, only to the next night fucking go and you shove people for a discount on a goddamn toaster. It's consumerism at its highest point. So like I said, maybe I'll do an episode in the future where I kind of talk about my annoyance with that. But I definitely like I like the family side of holidays, and that's the thing with Christmas. Like, I've never really been into the decorating side of Christmas. The decorating of Christmas is more my mom and my wife. They love that side of Christmas. Granted, I don't like it because then they don't want to take the shit down. They like putting it up, but they don't take forever to take it down. But the decorating side of Christmas is more of them. And now that I have kids, I'm starting to get more into that because, again, I want my kids to understand why these holidays are important on a appreciation and on a family level. So, I'm slowly getting more into Christmas as far as like, again, I've never been big on the gift giving, and I we buy gifts for the kids, but we typically don't buy gifts for each other. It's more, again, it's a kid's holiday in my eyes. And it's a time for us to just be together, drink hot chocolate, watch movies, and just have fun together. And again, back in the day, we used to do a dinner. And I'm trying to bring that back again. Like I said, our kitchen's kind of small, but around Christmas time, my mom would get annoyed because she'd ask me, what do you want for Christmas? And I would always be like, nothing, I'm fine, And she's like, I want to get you something. And it got to the point where I told her, because my mom was working all the time, she couldn't really cook. I never had home cooked meals, so I told her, instead of buying me something, why not make me a home cooked meal? And she's like, well, what do you want? I was like, kanagi salad, rice, and beans, all made from scratch with homemade tortillas. And she's like, okay. And so, my teen years, that's what I would get for Christmas every year. That's what I looked forward to every Christmas was kanagi salad, rice, and beans, homemade tortillas. And I mean, she would start cooking this stuff the day before. So, yeah, it was legit, man. It's good stuff. And then slowly it started building, and I started having friends come over, and it just grew into this big thing. And then, as I met my wife and, we started a family, and at the same time my friends starting families, it kind of died out, and we haven't done it in a while. So maybe that's a tradition I'll try to bring back for my family. The kanagi salad, rice, and beans, and bring my children into that fold. But yeah, what kind of traditions do you guys have? What holiday is your favorite holiday? Like I said, most of the holidays the 3 holidays, my top 3 holidays fall into the end of the year, which is Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And like I said, Halloween is top tier for me. But what holidays do you like, and how do you celebrate them? I know a lot of people do like kind of like almost a Thanksgiving type of feast on Christmas as well. More of my Tex-Mex folks do tamales. Tamales is a big thing, which we do every now and then as well. Typically, we'll go to like Delicious Tamales, and we'll do the tamales on Christmas Eve, and then we'll do the kanagi salad dinner on Christmas Day. So, but yeah, let me know. Well, what do you guys do? Now I want some fucking tamales. Shit. But as always, all the links will be down in the description below. Don't forget to check out Super Cool Radio. And like I said, if you're a musician, throw them some music, man, and see if he can get you on them 1s and 2s. But yeah, all the links will be down in the description. Don't forget to check out Every Podcast I Love Is Dead, Basic Ass Dudes. Don't forget to check out my band Among War. I am working on some music. It's taking a little bit longer than I wanted it to. I have been working on some stuff. I've just kind of been hitting a creative wall as of late, and I've been really busy with doctor's appointments. I finally am done with my eye doctor as far as like my eyes healed. So that will free me up not only financially because I was paying out of pocket for that shit, but it'll free me up as far as like my daily stuff. And then of course like my kiddo, she had to go to the dentist, and I had a bunch of crazy shit with that. But we finally got that taken care of. She did amazing yesterday. She went and they had to fill 2 cavities, and poor baby, she was so out of it and loopy. They drugged her up big time. But she did amazing. She got 2 caps on her teeth. I'm hoping that will be a wake-up call for her as far as like brushing her teeth. We're pretty good about it. She brushes in the morning. She brushes in the mid-afternoon at my mom's house, and then she brushes at night before she goes to bed. But I'm hoping it'll be a wake-up call with the amount of soda that she always wants to drink. Because even then the dentist told me it was with the brushing, where the cavities were, they were in a space where she would have had needed to actually floss and really get in there. So yeah, we're we're trying to combat that when she drinks a soda. I told my mom after she drinks a soda, make sure she drinks some water, rinses out her mouth so those sugars and acid isn't just sitting on her teeth. But yeah, it was a learning experience for her, learning experience for me. I definitely saw how tough my kiddo is, and I was really proud of her. She's a champ, dude. But yeah, we got all that stuff out of the way. Doctor's appointments now. The only person who's really going to doctor appointments I have to take to is my mom. But I'm hoping that I can financially kind of recover from my doctor's appointments. I don't have insurance, so my eye really kind of fucked me financially. So yeah, with that being said, if you don't mind going and buying some merch, I'd appreciate it. That would help me out in this slump that I'm in right now financially. You don't have to, but if you would be so kind to go buy a t-shirt or something, I'd appreciate that. But anyway, without further ado, you guys know how we end this. Have a great Friday. Have a safe weekend. And until next time.